Hello everyone, welcome back to another LEGO review. This one is for the new LEGO Indiana Jones set. This one is Escape from the Lost Tomb. It is ages 8+, set 77013 with 600 pieces and retails for $40. It's a great deal for the piece count in my opinion, and it is a fat box, let me tell you. It comes with Marion Ravenwood, Indiana Jones, Sala, and a mummy. This is the new packaging for the Indiana Jones. I like the little animated Indiana right there. It looks pretty neat. And then you get a look of this set right there. On the top, we see the characters again. And then on the back, we have some play features, which we'll go into with the review of the set. Starting first with the minifigures. So here we have Marion Ravenwood, and I really like her dual molded legs with the torn dress. It looks super good. And she has a scared expression as well as a torch and a new hairpiece, which I don't find to be quite fitting for her. I also just don't think that her eyes look I don't know, like her. The character has really large eyes, and so I don't feel like these Lego eyes quite do it justice. We have a really nice back design for this dress, as well as a more confident smirk. Then, of course, we have our new Indiana Jones, and I personally think he looks fantastic. It is a little hard for me to get over his molded hairpiece with the hat because I'm just so used to the way that the Lego looks. It just looks odd. It reminds me of Toy Story Woody, I guess, is what I continuously think about for some reason. But he looks really good. He comes with a classic whip and satchel. He is wearing some gloves. I like the small distinction. They are like a kind of a tan color. And I like that actually makes this minifigure exclusive to this set. That's really cool. With the 3 sets that we have, each Indiana Jones is exclusive to each of those sets, which is really, really nice. We have a gun holster printed on the legs, as well as a gold belt. Jacket printing looks pretty good. Undershirt looks great. I love Indiana Jones's face. The hat looks fantastic. The molded hair is wonderful. Back printing finally, which is really nice. And then he also has a more concentrated look. And he just looks super cool overall. I think they did great with him. Here is the mummy, and I, for some reason, really like the look of this mummy. I think that the tan and kind of cream colors just look really nice. The printing goes halfway down the leg, which is pretty good. This mummy has a 6-pack and some white eyes. This was kind of an interesting inclusion because this scene is actually relatively scary with all of the mummies that you see. This is not an alive mummy, if that makes sense, like an animated mummy. It's just dead. It is a dead mummy, but it kind of, for some reason, the fact that it comes with this set looks like some sort of like a zombie, but it is not. It is simply a dead person that this set comes with. Kind of funny. I know with Lego we're used to dead is a skeleton and anything else is alive, so this is not an alive mummy. And then we have the first appearance of Sala, which looks really nice. I do wish that there was some sort of printing on the legs, but the shirt looks really nice, and I like the little headdress that he is wearing. He does not have a double-sided face, but that is okay. Overall, though, I think he looks really cool. And fun fact, he also plays Gimli in Lord of the Rings. Minifigures aside, this is the set. I like it is pretty much on one solid base plate. It is a relatively large diorama scene, and it is completely contained. I just really like the way it looks. It does get rather large because we have this extra room on the back. So that's about as wide as it is, and it's pretty, or I guess long, and then it's pretty wide as well. It is made completely out of simple bricks. There is no super technical build to this. It's a very simple, very easy build. The Anubis statues are exactly the same. I love how tall they are in retrospect to the characters, the minifigures. I think that looks fantastic. It's really good. As you can tell, this scene had a lot of snakes, so we get a couple of recoloring of snakes. We have some navy and dark green, which look really good, and they've got some clips so they're not flying everywhere. We also have some flames here. Marion is using her torch to kind of ward off the snakes. In the back, we have an archway, and then we have the Ark of the Covenant in the back on a jumper. And this is a close-up. I'm not sure how I feel about the Ark, to be honest. I don't really like the build for the angels. I think it was kind of like lackluster. That's one of the things that makes really neat looking. I mean, it definitely shows the generic shape so you can kind of get what it is, but I honestly think that the original build for the Ark was a little bit better. But nonetheless, we've got lots of yellow and gold and then stickers on both sides. On both sides of the archways, we have stickers that represent hieroglyphs. This one here being the famous Easter egg of C-3PO and R2-D2, which is seen in the movie. We have a couple of cobras that can jump out at you. You can see them sticking out of the wall. Back behind the archway and the Ark of the Covenant, we have some really nice Egyptian stickers. I just like the way they look. They look like tombs. And then we have some more hieroglyphic stickers as well. Some of those look like legitimate Egyptian hieroglyphs. Some of them don't, like the skull. We have another Easter egg back here on this wall with the Bionicle helmet right down at the bottom. And then we have a pair of little eyes creeping out. And then the Anubis statues are stickered on the plate here, as well as the collar here, and they spin around. I do like that they can spin around because it can allow you to display the set like this, or like this, or like this. And so I think that is very cool. I also do like the inclusion of the navy blue colors that we see kind of amongst this set in the background and then on the border top here. It looks really, really nice. Now, I think that this set comes with some really fun play features. The first one being on the side here, this will release a snake. I'll show you the side here. It just sits right in there, and then you tilt this and it tilts that little box and jettisons the snake just like that. So that's cool. It can come out and scare Marion. It just looks really nice. You can add more snakes if you'd like to unclip them and just have like a whole bunch coming out. And then of course, the biggest play feature is in the scene Obi-Wan. Indiana Jones decides to try to knock down this Anubis statue to break the wall because he sees snakes coming out of that wall, and therefore he knows that there's something behind it. And so you use this lever down at the bottom here, and it will allow you to tilt the Anubis statue totally backwards, and it will break this wall. And I find this to be such a unique play feature because it is some Lego falling and it doesn't break. Every single time you can do it on any kind of surface and it's not going to break, and that is all due to this little rubber bumper here on the back that prevents the set from actually hitting the ground and damaging it, as well as the structurally sound Anubis statue. I mean, as an adult, I have a really fun time knocking this over. You can knock it over from pretty much, he just came off there, from pretty much any angle. Anubis should be able to knock him off. Yeah, and he just falls. I mean, the structural integrity of this set and this play feature is super, super impressive to me. The Anubis does not break. The worst thing that has happened is he's come off the base like that. And so I think that it just works so well. I'm so impressed by this breaking of the wall. It looks really good. And then we do have our final play feature back here, as well as a sticker in the back, if you can see that there with the little eyeballs. And this is the scene. Once Indy knocks down this wall, Marion runs through it and then ends up running into a whole bunch of mummies, and the scene kind of looks like they grab her and whatnot, but one of them falls right in her face. And so we have this little lever here that allows, mine is sticky. It's very bad at falling down, but it should just drop like a trapdoor down like that. And then we have the mummy can be right in front of Indy's face or Marion's face right there. So just a fun little feature. I don't personally feel like this back section needed to have been added. Honestly, I would have been happy without it because it does make the set a lot deeper and more difficult to display in that way. But it is a great inclusion for another minifigure, a fun little trapdoor piece. And I like the sand green that it comes in. I just find it to be a little bit unnecessary because there was a lot of mummies in that scene, and it would have been cool if we could get more than one. It's a little bit lackluster if we're going for that scene in the movie, but they did include it. It's just not super detailed. Overall, that is the set. I think this was a fantastic remake of this set. I am so impressed. I think Lego did an outstanding job. I think $40 for 600 pieces is a good deal, considering the price hikes that we have had recently with Lego and the other set that comes out in the wave, which is $35 for 387 pieces. I think this is a great set. It is really fun to play with, even for adults, and makes a wonderful display piece or a play piece. So I definitely recommend If you don't want to get the super expensive, I think it's like $150 one from the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark. If you don't want to get that and you're choosing between the other two, this is absolutely the way to go. I really enjoyed this set. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.